What's going on, ChavezzSlovakia? Today we're here to chill. We got the Tom Segura Try Not to Laugh challenge. Nothing too crucial. We do have some visits we're going to get around to in this new year. Some more SCP stuff. If we can find another r/auto reader, we're going to get into one of those. I wanted to do this like r/OSHA video, but the commentator's voice I just couldn't really get into. But I've been really into like workplace horror. You know what I'm saying? People stacking desks on top of desks with a chair on top to change a light bulb has been very much my vibe the last couple of weeks. But let's get into it, dude. The last video that we put up with Bobby Lee and the other comedian for the Bad Friends podcast did pretty well. You guys actually enjoyed that pretty well. And I was actually surprised of how many people have seen that amount of content. So we're definitely going to be checking in with some more stand-up stuff as I see it come around. We're in like this weird era of crowd work now. Everybody's posting like crowd work clips online. So we might do like the best crowd work. If I can find a way to market it, then I'd be down to put it up. But let's get into it.
We're talking about glasses. Those work, dude.
Thanks, man.
Are those regularly? Like you bust those out or special occasions? Or?
Yeah, I'll wear these. These are actually kind of disguise glasses. I'll wear them like if I'm in the airport or somewhere to kind of be a little more incognito, I guess. You know.
I mean, I don't think they have that effect. I just think they look good. They're good glasses.
Look at him trying to.
Think.
I don't think I'd look over. I'm like, who the f is that guy? I think I'd be like, that's Theo Von.
Yeah, maybe I got to get them tinted or something. But
yeah, because just to be clear, you did say I have some sunglasses.
Yeah,
and those are not.
Oh, you wear these? I'll wear them in the sun, dude. It sucks.
Oh, those suck.
Oh yeah,
those suck. Sunglasses.
I would say yeah. I wouldn't put them on a baby.
Have you?
I said I wouldn't put them on a baby.
Or why you think they suck as sunglasses?
No, I haven't really gotten into it, but it's not. I think a lot of it is more me pretending that they work.
Yeah, I could see that. Did you ever have a sister's boyfriend?
Shane Gillis, bro. Are you guys familiar with Shane's game, bro? Shane has so much popularity now. Out of nowhere, bro, the mediocres are coming out. Shane Gillis's theme is like mediocre guy comedy, you know, but they're really trying to do something. That's Shane Gillis's mode. But he's cool, man. He's one of the bros, dude. He's always been like that. I think he just had too many gay jokes to be super popular at the turn of the century, you know, and it kind of fell out of popular demand for a while. But I think after we got over this hump, he's come back around because people are realizing he actually is walking the line very, very well as a comedian, dude. It's pretty funny. Questionable comments, questionable actions as an individual, but a great comedian.
Or like try to hurt you. I did. Sister's boyfriend punk you out. Or like try to hurt you.
Sister's boyfriend, I did.
No. I had one time where, you know, I was always kind of a smartass, I guess. So I'm like, oh yeah, how's the season going? You guys doing all right? And he's thinking,
an athlete.
He's an athlete. He's thinking that I'm either mocking him or talking to him like an older man would.
Yeah.
And he was like, he just kind of looked at me.
Cleaning the gun the whole time.
And and then nobody else was.
Sorry, that's from me plopping on the couch. The couch is against the wall. It's usually.
But everyone is out of the room. Like it was just me and him for a second, and then he just looked at me, and just real quick just punched me in the stomach. Yeah.
Oh, that's
fucking
funny.
cried. I cried. I was like,
So were you nicely being like, "How's your season going?" Or were you?
Yeah, he was just taking it. I get it in a sense that he was like, why is this kid that's like a couple years younger than me being like, because I was like, and I kind of like, I sat like on the arm of the couch. I was like, how's it going, man? Yeah. Like, and I think he was like,
how you doing, champ?
I think he was like,
he's a bully, Tom. You could just say it. He's an asshole. He's kind of like a dick. There are just some guys out there. That's mean. That's something that if somebody told me I did when I was in high school, I would believe them. I'd be like, yeah, I probably did that. I was kind of a mean guy sometimes. Yes, I did kind of think he was being a douchebag, but why did I hit him in the stomach? You know?
He was waiting. He was thinking I was setting it up. I don't think I'd said something particularly, but he thought I was like, everything going on right there in class, and then he just went like bat like that, and I was like, like that. I cried, dude. I went in the other room and cried, like so he couldn't see me cry, but I totally cried.
And then now it feels like it's almost like it's abnormal if you don't believe that something is potentially out there. Think about their sledgehammers when they show up. Oh, wow.
Bro, if they're 8 to 10 feet tall, I mean,
that's not real.
There it is.
He's shitting.
That one is not real. But that is allegedly what it looked like. They did a sketch, from the kid's memory. You know what I mean? Able to find serial killers, able to find people that steal things, and also
large, oversized eyes,
put them in
ears wrapped behind the backs of their heads and shit. Like,
frozen.
Big dicks, huge dicks.
And that guy at that conference breathing out of his ears.
Yeah, I mean, there's been so much shit, Tom. It's only a matter of time. I can't wait to see what sports they play. I can't wait for us to cover what sports they play. And if they come into the NFL, we need to institute the headhunting rules again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What do you think? God, by the way, are they going to finally honor that guy, that D coordinator, the one who was like hunt for their heads?
Greg?
Take their heads.
Greg, in the NFL.
He's back.
He's back. Yeah, he's back. Everybody just
salute you, sir. That is the message. I mean, come on. You play defense, HA, Pac-Man. It's like a coach that's like, let's try to cripple these motherfuckers. That's who you want to play for. That's the coach that I go, I'm going to sacrifice myself for this guy. I want the message should be eliminate the enemy. And I just feel like they should do a special Hall of Fame induction while he's coaching. That is unbelievable.
God, I saw a lady last night with the craziest tits.
Really, good or bad or risque?
Wait, it was just
craziest. That's a good question.
They were such outrageous tits. Like she was hot, and they were enormous. And she was wearing the the like top that goes here, but the top was just above the nipples. So I mean, just a covering. Like you could almost see the beginning of a nipple, and they were like here, and then she has this little body, and part of you just wants to go like,
conversation.
Hey, why don't you just take a moment in the room and just go, hey, everybody, get used to them. Yeah. Like, why are we going to pretend like we're gazing past you?
Right, yeah.
Like, I kept having to pretend. I was like, what's that noise over there? I wasn't looking at a noise. I'm looking at your crazy tits. Your tits are insane.
Yeah, is that an owl?
Yeah, and then guys are like talking to me about other things. I go, we're going to talk about her tits first. Like, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, what do you think we're going to like gloss over this? Like, her tits are out. She has huge tits that are out.
I love dudes like this because when you're in a place and you do see a girl out there dressed crazy for the occasion, just like club attire. I live in Vegas, so we see club attire all the time. Like, he's talking about this, like, this is a crazy scenario. When you go to Vegas, this is not that crazy. Like, it depends on where you're going for the night, really. So, like, if you're going out to karaoke and you got a friend slutting it out during karaoke, that's something to talk about. That's a thing that comes up. But it's not that insane. It just isn't that big of a deal. So I think it just depends. Like, what is he from, like Indiana or something? Or am I thinking of Jim Gaffigan? But one of these dudes from like Indiana, I get it. But like in Vegas, like, you never know. Like if you see somebody at a Starbucks, or you see somebody at a 7-Eleven or at Albertsons, and they're dressed like that, you think they're just going somewhere.
Yeah, it is weird not to just bring it up. It's like when someone's in a wheelchair and they try to pretend they're not in a wheelchair.
Oh my God, please.
If that's a bit, it's hilarious. If that's not a bit, I'm concerned. Again, I live in Vegas, bro. There's people in wheelchairs all around, everywhere.
That's happened to you in Iowa.
A guy after a show bought me a beer and told me I'm funny for a
Oh my Lord Jesus.
I don't even know what that means.
It's still a compliment.
Yeah.
It is.
God damn.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's not a cool way to say it, but it's still positive.
Like, there's people thinking that here, so I'm just saying, like,
that here. You need to leave.
I've run into you actually a few times over the last few years, even on tour. You've popped up at shows that I was at. You remember we've run into each other?
Soda Kenny got me a ticket to see you at the MSG during the 9/11 thing, and you were incredible.
Thank you.
I knew you. I mean, I was amazed when Jon Stewart went up to you, begging to talk to you and with his kids and everything. So I was so happy to see that.
It was a fun night. That was a really fun night, and it was so fun to see you. And I was talking about, I go, my friend really wants a picture. My high school friend. And because my buddy of mine from high school was at that show.
Right.
And then they're like, okay. And then that person started to go up to you. Like, it's your friend. I go, that's not my friend. That guy's Asian. And he was like,
oh my God.
Well, it was during COVID, so I understand.
Oh my God.
Let's be honest, this is a problem everywhere. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was at one of the Boston venues.
It's dope because
and they told me after the show, they're like, sometimes they'll tell me, we had 3 ejections or 12. It's like, they'll tell me that after the show. Like, we had to eject a guy from the upper balcony. He just squatted forward and pissed on the floor. So he didn't want to get up. So they're like, there's just everybody's
everywhere.
like, what is this? And then everyone's like, it's this guy who's pissing in the seat.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
People are fucking animals.
They're animals. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
One
so
other
crazy.
venue, they said that a guy he left the aisle and then just went to the corner. Like, just pissed in the corner of the theater. And they're like, what are you doing? He just didn't. He's like, I don't want to go out and miss the show.
What the hell's going on? What do you mean?
Don't forget I'm going to Vegas, and you told me to tell you when.
Oh, yeah. Just pick a weekend. I'll send you to Vegas, too.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. I love you, Tommy. I'm so excited with this surprise. I can't get over it.
I love you, too. I miss you, okay?
I love you. Okay. I miss you. Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye, Mom. Well, hopefully this will be our last year and we don't have to do this anymore.
Have you ever played acoustic guitar at a party?
No. Now I'm insulted. This is fucking bullshit. I thought there was a little bit of respect. Come on.
Storms out. Jay,
He marks that
we have to
off.
follow a series.
I think I stepped on one. I don't think I ever played one. I just did ayahuasca.
Did you really?
Yeah,
that's
baked,
nice.
The chocolate, they cook, so you don't have to go through the vomiting diarrhea. They
the
cook it
fuck are
down
we
into
talking
these
about now?
Doesn't taste good, but it's way better than
Anybody ever do any of these kind of psychedelic weird stuffs? Please, let's talk about it. I've never done any of it. I would like to get your experience. And I don't plan on trying any of it. I seem like a real pro psychedelic drug guy. I know I get that vibe. I give that energy. Sometimes when I start talking about my thoughts, it gets a little weird out here. I'm just like that. I just have introspection. I do coffee. I will energy drink. I will mix energy drink with other energy drinks or caffeines or sugars. You know what I'm saying? I will get a little mixy. I get a little crazy. I'm known to even almond milk from time to time. You know what I'm saying? If you ever want to go on to a coffee house and have some weird conversation at 3 a.m., I would do that. But I love hearing these stories about people taking drugs, dude. It's so much fun to hear and then be like, I'm never doing that.
authentic version. And I'm so stupid that everyone I've told to, they're like, what are you? Like, I ate it at night right before. I was like, I'll eat it before bed. I'm like, it'll help me go to bed. I was just wanting to feel a buzz, and then I was just in bed. I was like,
how strong was it?
It was too strong.
Wait, you took just ayahuasca just on a whim?
Yeah, 11 o'clock at night.
I thought you were with a shaman, having a guided.
No, here's the thing: the shaman sent it to me with instructions. I didn't read them. I didn't look. I read them the next day, and they were like, go into this with intention, and I just ate it, and I was just in bed like, what the. I shouldn't be on tour this much. I was just that is a good rule, though.
Don't f your
friend. I even had in college a guy who we were friends, and then we kind of weren't that good, and his ex came over to my place one night and just put it on me, put it fully on me.
What are these whores?
And I was 20 years old.
Sure.
But I'm saying it wasn't like I think I could. She just went for it. And I said no because he's my friend.
It's a great guy.
Because and here's the thing, I didn't even like him anymore. And I was like, I go, this would be too much to deal with. Another guy had the same opportunity with the same girl, and did, and it
Where's that guy? I want to do that guy's podcast.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Mrs. Segura.
You're really dabbling in
Oh yeah, this is a hot topic for you guys.
Yeah.
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 Oh.
Your ex?
Sure. Endor's dating for 7 years.
Oh, that all right. Well, but that has turned into something then.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
Him and my girl dated for a couple of months, casual, whatever.
Okay.
It's not like they hooked up or anything. You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And then, we fell in love, and we've been together ever since.
I mean, but that's
sure.
It's not the same example.
Not the same.
Sure.
She was just gonna let me put it in her ass. Yeah.
I swear, I've known this guy for 20 years, and he's always been like, I wasn't a big dater. And then we turn on these mics, and he's like, this whore.
I just told a story about how I didn't do something.
Yeah. It's true.
I feel like it counts, though, getting proposition.
No,
you couldn't even
it
tell
does
me.
absolutely
What? What would the
does
story
not
have been?
count.
One time, this beautiful girl with the tightest little hole came over,
threw it at
me, begging for
All
it.
right.
If you've seen their podcast, their energy is great. Him and his wife's energy is great on camera, but she has very, very raw moments on camera, and I love to see them all.
I like to have a kid because I think it would be funny.
Who the fuck is this lady?
I think kids are very funny.
This is
And
true.
I would like to maximize that in my life, and I think at a certain point, when I'm 40, I'm going to need a reboot, and I'm going to pump one out to be my little material.
very
giver.
funny.
They're so funny.
They're very funny.
Yes.
And they're also they're manipulative much earlier than you think. Like in your mind, when you haven't had kids, or like even when they're babies, you're like, oh, they'll be like conniving at, I don't know, you go like 13.
Yeah.
Dude, my 4-year-old, he comes up to me and he goes, Mom is a lot more fun than you.
Damn.
And I go, okay, thanks. And he goes, yeah, she just like takes us to more fun places, does a lot more things that are fun than you do.
Damn.
And I go, okay, thanks for telling me. And then he goes, will you give me a scooter for my birthday? And I go, well, I mean, you just told me that Mom is more, and then you asked me that, and he leans over and he goes, you're more fun than Mom.
Oh.
And he goes, now will you get me a scooter? And I was like, I don't believe you.
We both know you could be more fun than Mom.
That, but it was like it was like so calculated.
Yeah.
He's like, did you like that?
He slid you a hundo. He was like,
yeah.
Let's make this.
He was greasing you up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And they've been doing that for,
wow.
Like, I'll be like, no more iPad to the older one. He's 7, and then he'll be like, if I give you like a big, he has a deep voice. He goes, what if I give you like some kisses and hug you? And I was like,
is he black?
yeah,
Is he a little
he's a little blackhead. And I go, no, dude.
Hug you and stuff.
Yeah, hug you, kiss you,
shit you love.
and give you the, and then I get an iPad. I go, no, it's not about kisses and hugs, bro.
Bro, that's funny as hell. Kids making things transactional that are not transactional is comedy to me because I cannot be negotiated with children. I am so nice to kids. I am very pleasant with children. Very fun. I play great games. I let them almost win a lot of stuff and not quite win, so they still have fun and they learn competitiveness and they learn how to lose and still have a good time. And they strive to win. You know what I'm saying? And then when they actually win, it's very satisfying for them. They beat whatever effort level I'm at. It's a very, pointed thing. But I do not negotiate a lot with children.
I was at a bar in LA and it was dark. It was like a cool vibe. And this girl approached me. Again, I'm like 22 or 23 years old. Approached me and was very forward and like flirty and asked for my number. Right. Mm-hmm. Which I was like, wow, that's pretty like bold. And, it was cool the way she did it. So I was like, yeah, I gave her my number. She called me the next day.
Damn.
And was like, just, talking about what do you want to do? You want to do something this Friday? And I was like, sure. So I go to pick her up and I was like, damn, it was dark in that bar. Like, this is wild. So I was immediately like, the fuck do I do? So I
go home.
She was like, let's go to this party. Let's go to this bar. Let's go, and I'm like, I'm trying to do the exit strategy.
Right.
I'm trying not to be like, I'm not going to leave her on the 405. I want to, but I'm not going to. So I just kind of like, I drive and I just kind of shut down. Like, you don't want to keep, even if you find the person cool, if you're like, this is not going to go anywhere, you don't want to like keep engaging, like
Right.
making her laugh or like I'm having like pretend.
You don't want to let her think
You're
that
having a good time.
Interested.
Exactly. So the only thing I did was just kind of like shut down. Like I just turned into an Uber driver. I was like, like, you want me to turn it up?
That's a red flag.
Yeah. Okay. So
Blast the music so she can't speak.
yeah, I was like,
this is terrible, by the way. I'm just waiting because I'm interested in the story. This is awful.
the voice is the best part about you, and it's not great. So
Oh my God.
Yeah, when I find, I did the spots. It was somebody had a party, and then I take her back to her place, and I was like, well, at least I got here. The whole thing was like, just get back to dropping her off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she was like, do you want to come up? I was like, nope. And then hard no. And then she leaned in to kiss, and I gave her my cheek.
Oh.
But that's not misleading. That's a very clear message. And then
No, that's a direct, I'm not interested.
yeah, exactly.
That's a
which I
shot
wanted her
in
to
the
know.
face.
Right.
So I did that, and then I was like, you don't owe me for gas. Just get the out. So
that was the ending story. Oh my God. So I had a friend who went out on a Tinder date, and they matched with a girl, and the girl was like, I just want to go to this bar and hang out. I don't really want to go on a date. And he agreed to go, and he's like, yeah, she's totally my type, totally interested in her. So then he goes, and they're talking for a little bit. Then her friend shows up. Then the girl he came with leaves, leaving them at the table. And then she sends him a message on the app like, boom, I'm rolling out. Have a good night. Keep my friend company. He got blizzade. But they don't teach you how to deal with this kind of faux pas. And what I've learned is that politeness and directness will always get you where you want to go. Always. Be very specific before you go out and do things with people. Not in a weird way, not in an aggressive way. Type out the aggressive forwardness, type out exactly what you want. And if it sounds too harsh when you read it, self-evaluate and come back when you're in a different headspace. It's that simple. Because if you put out on the table what you want before you get there, then you ask for what you want and they agree to go, knowing what you want, you're in a great place. Okay? And sometimes people will just straight up tell you, I'm not there yet, but I would still like to meet with you. That's a good place to be as well. Going out and having a good time with somebody, even if you don't hit it off on, that level or whatever, it's always good rapport. You know what I'm saying? You can always look to gain a friend, and even if that's not what the other person's looking for, it's fine. People can't really fault you too much for being a decent person. But I don't get in cars with people that I don't know what they look like. I don't really know how to help you. I can't relate, is all I'm saying. Okay? Cannot relate. I'll see you guys in the next one. It's been fun hanging out with you. I'll be back tomorrow with some more stuff. I'm out for now. Peace.